And let's go live streaming here from Odessa, Ukraine. Today is August 15, a very remarkable day, a day when, just one second, a very remarkable day when 4 years ago your favorite, relatively new chess streamer here in front of you has become a father for the second time. To make the long story short, 4 years ago my son was born, and today we have celebrated his birthday. And in the name of his fourth birthday, he's sleeping now at the moment. I will play a crushing game. So, guys, my rating has jumped. I'm 2218 now. I it, I was I was 2170 and 2195 for quite some time. But this whole time I was feeling that my strength is not less than 2200, because playing against 2200s on League Chess, I haven't felt a lot of difficulties. So, I don't know how to turn off the Viber uh, messages keep coming, the greetings, congratulations keep coming. Uh, so I felt the strength of 2200 for a long time, but I've always had like difficulties to focus on the game till the end. I was always like distracted by something, or streaming things were also. And then like a week ago I decided to get like a little bit more serious and to tighten up the game, to perform to the level which I am. So I'm 2218 rapid on League Chess. Just last night I had a good game with Mr. Bashar Mustafa. I don't know who he is, where he's from, but we have played apparently like 13 games so far, and it was a wonderful Sicilian game in which I pulled out of the edge and got the victory. So now it's 8.5 to 2.5 or 3.5 in his favor. I'm still falling back. So let's go ahead and find the opponent. So 2200 and up, 10 plus, random side. I don't think I should wait for a long time. And in the meantime, I will test my device to see how it. I don't think I should wait, okay, for a long time. It looks good. Everything is organized. I have I have 5 followers now. I must admit to you that all of them are my students, my English students or chess students. But I didn't have to convince them for a long time to press subscribe button. And wow, League Chess, guys, League Chess. Ever since I Petrovic, I'm playing against Mr. Petrovic 59. Our score so far is, ooh, I'm not even sure what this opening is called. The Fianchetto Bishop for sure. Let's see. Uh, I will have to ask somebody actually later what this opening is called. Mm, and it's relatively. So should I eat or not? Let's say not, because if I eat his knight is active. He has a position which is much safer than mine. Then the bishop, the knight, and the queen are playing if I eat. And if I don't eat, I give a chance to my bishop to finally develop the castle and to what? Play safer. You see, eating was unsafe, I think, at the moment. It would have allowed him even faster development. Our our local FIDE master, no, his IM now, Dmitry Fingerov, he plays this opening as a white. I mean, g3, bishop g2, castle, and the queen side development. And I always have problems coming out victorious. I mean, honestly speaking, not only that I have problems, I still haven't completed the victory against him in these openings. Well, his IM almost a GM. I think he's missing like just like half of a half of a point for to become a GM. So he knows what he's doing. Mr. Petrovich, where are you? Okay. Well, I thought. That's what I thought. Right. And now I think we can maybe pawn, eat the pawn. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. If we don't need to pawn and put the bishop, for example, to where it is, things could turn out a little bit different from how they are now. So, what do you think? Eating? Of course not. Now, what we need to do is castle. It's the safest thing. I was thinking about queen b6, right? Creating the threat, etc., etc. But it's not the way to go, not the way to do it. We need to create, but I think now I can. Let's see. I don't have a machine. I cannot calculate everything at the moment. The threat is here. Definitely. He wants to activate his white bishop. I mean, that's the reason why he jumped here, right? He wants to activate the white bishop. He can break through. I mean, not now. He needs to figure out what to do with the knight. He can push the pawn, but then this is a threat. We can exchange, and then my black bishop will be strong, but my white bishop will be sleeping. Something must be done, and this is okay. At this moment, I think this is okay. And now, let's think. Well, let's force him to decide, right? He needs to decide what to do. E3, bishop e3 is okay move, because if I push, and you may think, oh wow, he's pinning the two pieces. After knight a4, this pin is useless. And I have, okay, he's not pushing. He's blocking my rook He's blocking my rook from coming to an interesting square. I have to develop my bishop. Just have to. Knight a4 is coming, I think. I feel it's coming. Well, I'm ready. Knight a4 will be answered, replied by queen b4. Here, here. If in case of a3, queen eats, etc., etc. My main job is to keep this pawn formation, to not allow it. Sure, so let's go. Queen a3. Is queen a3 good? Is queen a3 good? Not a3, queen b4. Do we have time? I have a minute to calculate, right? I have a minute. So let's see. If I go queen a3, queen a3, bishop d2, right? Queen eats, etc. Not good. But if I go queen a3, uh, yeah, queen b4. At the moment, I don't see anything better. Well, now he may push b3 and then bishop d3, d2. So b3, bishop d2 could be the plan, and I'm not sure how good is this plan. Because b3, I eat pawn on c4, and then if bishop d2, I could eat pawn on... No, not good. I would have to run away with the queen before anything. But I'm active now. I'm just as active as he is, if not even more. If not even more. Game could be 0.5 in his favor. But you know what, guys? It's not always about who has the advantage. It's about who feels comfortable in what positions. Okay. Oh, I realized one thing is that I will definitely have to buy a mouse to play. Sure, 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 sure. We are all experiencing what we are. I realize that I don't want to eat this pawn. If I do that, this bishop is playing, and it's too late for me to take. I cannot eat this pawn because bishop d2 will be replied, cannot be replied by uh, pawn eats, because bishop eats, pawn eats, bishop eats the bishop too. So I must protect this pawn at the moment. Well, let's keep the tension. Wow, that move, huh? I haven't thought about that. Let's go down. We are hiding and we are playing at the same time. No, my queen is not in a good position, and my bishop looks a bit weird. But soon all this will become active. I hope so. I'm flexible. I feel the flexibility in my knight, in my bishop. Well, a flexible guarding, let's say. At the moment, white has taken the role of an attacker, and he should go on and proceed with it. I need to move my queen to a better place. That's for sure. Queen should go to a better place. Will Mr. Petrovich allow me to... Let's see who is Mr. Petrovich. I'm always curious about to see who are my opponents. Member since June 2016. Oh, he has experience on Lee chess. Rapid classical player, which is respectful to not a lot of people play classic. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Petrovich is not. Maybe he thinks it's a classical game. Really, he may think it's a classical game. It's giving me the opportunity to... My knight wasn't playing. My knight was not doing a lot at that spot. So he just gave me an opportunity to what? To what, let's say. Well, hmm. What what good can come out of this? What should I do? What do you think? What should I do at this moment? Well, well, well. Mr. Petrovich has thought about this plan for such a long time. And I am sure that he hasn't done that without a good preparation. So I need to see where are my... I have a feeling I need to get rid of this black bishop, right? I have a feeling I need to get rid of it, but I also don't want to open his line because once this pawn eats, I will open the line and then what? Um, oh, why is everything so... I'm so sorry, guys. I just now realized that my board is too big for the... I need to make a smaller board. I'm so sorry, guys. Here we go. Or make my camera look smaller. Now let's see how it looks. How this looks. Eat and then make questions? Is that what we should do? Eat or push? I mean, I have time. I can think still. I can think fairly. I say I don't know. Maybe Mr. Petrovich has booby trapped me. Really. Maybe he has prepared something. We shall see. Okay. Eat and then ask questions. And now the white bishop is cut off from its original plan. The white bishop is cut off from the original plan, from the original agenda. Wow, he wants to exchange. Should I exchange, guys, and fix his pawn? Of course not. I shall push. And then I think I should eat and make some, create some weaknesses. Or no, why? Now let's say, let's exchange. If you would like to exchange, and if not, we are positioning our pieces for better. Mhm. Why this bishop here? Why? I will tell you. For blocking his bishop from coming here. That's okay. This is not a threat to me because I can stay away from... Oh, no. Let's move. Let's go abroad. Let's move abroad. Because the next move was this move, and that's not a comfortable move, right? And we want to have a comfortable move. Well, he's repositioning his pieces, that's for sure. I need to work a little bit faster. Okay, I'm out. And he's out. Exchange is not good at any... Wait a minute. First we run. So yeah, he did not... wait, not with the pawn. Oh, Moscow with the pawn. Yes, I almost gave away my queen. Okay, there we go. This is all good. He's opening dark square pieces to me. I'm happy with this. For a price of one check, he gave me the white square pieces. I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. At this moment, I'm even willing to give away the... One check means nothing. No, I will not allow the check to happen. Oh, wow. Hmm. Can I go here? I did allow this check to happen. Oh my goodness. I have done it, yeah? But I must now play faster because speed is the only thing I can get out of this game. Speed is the only thing I can get out of this game. And now let's see, one check. One more check, buying time. And saving the deal. Oh, I see. Check. Check. Where can he go here? Whoa. I won on time. I won on time. I fell into a trap. A trap called good position. Mr. Petrovich has created a very good position for himself because his knight on d5 was powerful, I couldn't have eaten it. I should have exchanged those knights somehow way before, or maybe I should have eaten it. Let's go. Let's go to an analysis board. But first I need to see how my... Oh no, my stream again doesn't look good. The camera is taking too much space and the board is not visible. Guys, I'm so sorry for wasting your eyes for nothing. Mr. Petrovic, very good player. Well, here white is victorious. Let's go back to the place where before he captured my queen. You see, before the queen exchange, the queen capture, everything was so equal. It was so equal. Here everything was equal. I should have went back to where I was. Yes, yes, yes. And that was very good. The position was so equal. He's holding the knight. I'm holding the rook. Let's see. What if I have eaten this? Wow. Enormous advantage right away. Ah, of course, because my bishop is hanging. So, sorry. Let's see. What if I have done... let's see. Okay, for example, he plays the king. And what if I have eaten this now? Slight advantage. With this pawn. Why with this pawn? Well, of course, plays for the bishop. Plays for the bishop, yeah. It's very bad move. Very bad move, obviously. Now let's go back furthermore. +1 for white, +0.5, plus... And let's see, you remember the point where I didn't want to eat the bishop? At this moment. Sure, you see? Minus 2. I should have eaten the bishop. And I said, I feel that I need to eat the bishop because my dark square bishop is getting great activity. But what was the plan? Of course, I saw that. Rook b1, but that would just be answered with this. Yes, of course, there is great advantage here. Maybe even this move. No, not good. Bishop active is getting active. Sure, let's go back. Anyways, yeah. Good game, Mr. Petrovic. Good game. Thank you. Next time I will eat the bishop on e5 when I see it. Otherwise, you see, when an opponent offers an exchange in favor to you, and if you don't take it, he will probably get a better edge out of it in the long later on. So if you don't do the right move when you have to do it, you will get in a worse position. That's the rule. That's the rule. Let's see. Okay, finally I have a good live stream on Lead Chess. Let's see. Let's find a new opponent. Create the game. Well, it's happening now that on Lead Chess I play with the players to whom I've been playing already, and it's very cool. Well, I'm not sure if I'm able to remember their styles at the moment, but it's Ooh, Mr. Yunusov Arthur 2336. That's serious. So guys, sorry, not a lot of talk will be. Yeah, I don't like the Nimzo defense actually, and I'm not sure if I like this either. How did this happen? How did this happen that Black is playing the role of an attacker, whereas White is? It happened because I spent time on G3 move. Well, now considering that I did that, can I go on and play Bishop G2? D4 was wrong. D4 was not in the books. G3 and early D4, I think, is not in books. With E2, pawn should have stayed on E2, and that would have been more accurate play. Sure. Of course, he will ask me if I am ready to exchange, and I will say yes, I am ready to exchange. And now I will say, are you ready uh, to accept this? Keep the tension. Keep the tension. I know what he will play. Bishop a6. I've just now seen it. Yes, yes, yes. I just saw it. I have just seen it. I would gladly give a rook for a bishop and a pawn, but I cannot take a pawn. So I would love to be able to take a pawn. If my bishop was e on h1, that would have been great, but it isn't. So I cannot do that. What should I do at this situation? First of all, I should guard the pawn, right? The pawn should be guarded. It's not really a comfortable position, I think. But let's see what happens. What can happen? Well, anything can happen, right? It's a free pawn. It is definitely an uncomfortable situation here. Definitely uncomfortable situation. What could it be? How can I protect the pawn? Well, let's do like this. So he did it. Okay. Well, now, why did I do that? I gave a pawn, right? I gave a pawn, but I have a dark square bishop. Well, he has a strong bishop here, but I have a good dark square bishop as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and activate our groups. Our groups are active. So what we need to do is we need to learn to give a pawn in order for activity. Mr. Yunusov Artur, he gave away his black bishop too early. He could have created some tension. I will go through the analysis board before. He could have created some tension prior to. Uh-huh. Okay, let's see, let's see. How will this work? How does this work? And now the action is on this side of the board. Oh, sure. I'm sure that that is out of the question, actually. So, you see, guys, I have a play, actually. I'm not saying that I have a victory. I'm far away from a victory. I cannot say that I have anything, but I have an active play. Of course, I should not allow this at any cost. At any cost, I should not allow this to happen. This pawn to be eaten. Okay, that makes sense. But I think we can also say to Mr. Yunusov, would you like to exchange your white bishop, which is blocking my way to the c6 pawn? Yes, he would, because that's the only other option. The only option to do. Okay. I will go ahead and put my king to a safe place. Hmm. Hmm. How does this how does this work? Why is this? Is this good? Looks interesting, actually. What is this? This doesn't look so promising for Mr. Yunusov, I think. King, of course, but of course I have an answer to this check. Well, he has two strong pawns. Wow, great. Great. Mr. Yunusov Arthur has created an awesome play. It's just brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant play, I must say. No, конечно. Of course, he's saying to me, hey, I don't want to eat that. You eat that if you want. Right? And it would have been wonderful. I have to eat this. Guys, I don't have time. I need to rush. I need to rush for this. to catch these two pawns. Luckily, my bishop is in good place. Okay, I have a decent move at this moment, and it is this. Exchanging a pawn for a pawn. Remember that I'm fighting for a draw. Player is strong, and I'm coming out of a pawn loss position. Okay, Mr. Yunusov, this I've seen. This I have seen. What do I do here? How do we hit the pawn? I'm I'm left with the pawn down. Well, no, why am I left with the pawn down? I could be left with the pawn down, but I don't have to. Yeah. Well, that pawn I will give. The h pawn I can give if needed. H pawn I will give if needed for sure. I have a little combination here for a knight grab if my opponent will be not serious enough with this. Check. I have an interesting combo. I don't know if you see it. Check, king, rook here, king here, check with the pawn, hitting the knight, and still I will have problems uh, capturing these two pawns. And after this move, I don't have any of this variation still available. This variation is unavailable after this move. But can I grab these two pawns? One, I eat, he eats, I catch. Do I catch this pawn then? No, I still have to guard this bishop for quite some time. I must guard the bishop. Oh, wow, what did I allow to happen? What have I allowed to happen, right? It should have been more. Yeah, it's. Whoa, why did he do that? He didn't have to. He didn't have to do that. No. No, he didn't have to do that. Hmm. He's really helping me here. Mr. Yunusov is really helping me, I think. Wow. I must block his king from coming out now, and I feel this is a draw. I'm not 100% sure, but this is drawish, I think, for sure. Definitely drawish. I'm not sure why Mr. Yunusov exchanged his knight. Knight was very powerful and my bishop was there. Knight b6 was a powerful move. Let's go ahead and exchange. No, not that. Let's put. What do I do, guys? What do I put? Who do I put here to play? Okay, let's place this boy here and this move here. Is it a draw? Is it a draw? Could it be a draw? I feel it's a draw. I just need to hurry up. Just there and then there. Okay, I will give that. I shall give that for that, if it makes any sense. If this makes any sense. It's a draw, dead draw, but my opponent will probably not allow this to happen because he has the time advantage. He has a great time advantage. Let's see what he will do in this situation. Will he take a draw? I'm not sure. No, of course not. He will not take a draw because he has the time, but I have the king. Maybe he has the time, but I have the good king. And that's it. The end of the story. I just need to be faster, I think. Much faster. I will offer a draw and think about what to do. Yeah, I should have... Oops. What has happened here? Yeah, of course. Doesn't look like a draw anymore. Does not look like a draw anymore. Looks like a draw still, I must say. Needless to say, as they say. Looks like a draw. Still looks like a draw. What? What did I do? Oh, I made a horrible mistake again. Horrible mistake. You see, when you're running out of time, the mistakes are easy to happen. The mistakes are easy to happen. It's a dead draw position, but we are, unfortunately, yeah, at this moment it's not a draw, but it was a draw. It's still a draw, yeah. You see, I couldn't have held a draw for 50 seconds I've had, but I'm a slow player and I need a mouse. I need a mouse for a better play, let's say. You see, guys, I hope you have learned something from this endgame and even from this opening, where because just out of the opening we went into the endgame. Where is the mistake? I made mistakes. The biggest mistake was just here. No, not even that. 1 second. So the mistake is this. I should have played here. Duck, duck. You see? Dead draw. Extra pawn, but nail, nail. Wonderful king position. I had to keep my eye on this. And of course, if the time was better, I need to get a mouse. Yunusov Arthur, good game. Good game. Thank you so much for the play. And in the future, don't give away your black bishops so early. Let's see, let's see. What has happened here? D4, knight f6. I Okay, knight f3, e6. I don't play c4 moves because what? I don't like this bishop attack, right? So where did I go wrong? Here. Too many black square pawn moves. You see? Inaccuracy. Knight c3 was best. You see, guys? Inaccuracy. It says, the engine says inaccuracy. Marin, inaccuracy is 7. Mistake 1. Blunders 1. Average Sentai pawn loss. Learn from your mistakes. Mr. Yunus Avatar, inaccuracy is 0. Mistakes 1. 3 blunders. Whoa. 0 inaccuracies. Wonderful. Congratulations. I held the draw. I had the draw. Anyways, let's go to here. The computer says play here and give a free pawn. Well, I'm not ready to deal with that. I wasn't ready to deal with the free pawn just like that. Why would I? Whereas, so he's aiming on this. So he ate, I ate. He has a slight advantage, right? Oh, what? The computer is saying to eat with the pawn? Ah, eating with the pawn and freeing the knight. The place, freeing the place for the knight. I understand. Так. So, as I told you guys, if you remember, so I'm minus 1.7, but I have a black bishop, active black bishop, still minus 0.7. That was an interesting move, I guess. Looks interesting. But what would that give to me? What good is this? Nothing. This doesn't do any good. Why is computer saying for to give? Well, anyways, guys, this proves that computer is still not to the level of a brain, of a brain's calculation, because it doesn't have a fantasy of a brain's calculation. Enjoy your. Let's see. I need to check if I'm included in the streamers list. I guess not yet because I'm still way behind. So who do you watch? Who are your streamer preferences? I hope one day I'll come to your list of choice. Wow, a lot of chess players, a lot of chess stuff. Well, anyways, enjoy in the rest of your Saturday evening. All the best and bye from Odessa, Ukraine, the capital of southeastern Ukrainian region. Bye for now.